What up? It's JoJo on the radio. Logan Henderson hanging out. Logan, before we get to this whole everything going on with you right now, I met you from a TV show years ago.
You did.
And here's my personal quest for you. The people that know the TV show you were on, they know. You don't have to explain anything.
If you know,
to them.
you know.
But the people that don't, I'm kind of happy, not in a bad way, but I'm kind of happy they don't, because you have to separate from, we'll call it a childhood kind of not that you were a total kid, but
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
a young role. Has it been tough to separate from this role we're talking about? Because you're trying to, it's like part 2 of your career, so to speak.
Yeah. You know what? I love the places that I've been. I think life is a complete journey, so I'm happy and thankful for every step of the way. But yeah, this is this is a new version, and I think that we do that as human beings anyway. So yeah.
Right. Logan, pull me deep.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Tell me something.
Man, that was it was a song that I really needed. I hadn't done a song like that, but some of my background, like I love old D'Angelo, I love neo soul, and so it was just a really soulful record. I was tired of making sad songs, so really it's a love song, and it's just about kind of letting your guard down and getting lost with someone.
When I first heard this track, some songs are like 2 or 3 listen tracks. It takes a while to grasp them. This is a one listen for me. It's just a one listen. I'm like, man, you're really onto something. So this is sort of the direction, this kind of feel is kind of how the album is going to be.
Yeah, part two is definitely in this type of direction, for sure.
Is it about, when you sing it, is it about something, no names required, if so, but I love going this, is it about something or some event that is specific, or is it more of a generic?
I think there's a few specific things involved, but to kind of make it more broad and generic and kind of relate, but yeah, it's really about being able to fall in love again, letting your walls down and getting lost with someone.
All right, and here's my follow-up to that. Once again, no names, but I've talked to some artists in the past, and when they go to, it was Alessia Cara told me this, when she writes a song about someone, especially if it's something negative or whatnot, she'll send them a note or something super personal. She's like, hey, I'm going to release this. Are you okay with this? Did you alert this person that it's loosely about, or people, whatever, that, do they know it's about them?
Yeah, this one not specifically. Some of the ones in the like some of the other songs is about heartbreak. Those are the ones that are a little bit more specific. You don't even have to send a note; they'll know.
Gotcha. So I guess my take on it is, if you date somebody who is a writer or a musician, it's sort of that's the danger, because if you screw him over, him or her, you're going to be in a song. That's sort of that is the unwritten rule, is it not?
Yeah, I think it's also something that's how we connect as well. So I think you can't be too upset about it. That's how our favorite songs help us move on and help us grow. So I think it kind of works out.
Have you ever had anyone get mad or excited that you put their story in a song?
Yeah, I've had some friends that are like that. That really help me, because sometimes it's hard if you don't write it out, or if you don't speak about it, then it's hard to like, I guess, do better because of it. So whenever people hear it from my point of view and what I see, they go, oh, it's a way to kind of take a step back and see what they're doing with their own life,
Logan, I know you've got just a crazy fan base, and you've been touring a lot. You've been all over.
Yeah.
Give me, past or present, a crazy road story.
The best fans, first of all. The best.
And I'll get a crazy fan story from you later. This dude's got, you haven't even heard anything.
There's a few. You know what? I think whenever people visit all the floors in the hotel, whenever you're on like a really tall hotel,
right?
When you're going through level, that's dedication.
So
say that.
You've had fans go from like, what floor is Logan on? Ding, not floor 1. Ding.
Right.
And did they find you?
You got to be incognito. I got a secret agent, that thing.
Do you have a hotel alias?
I do.
Really?
I can't tell you.
Well, clearly. Okay, but yeah, I love how the hotel alias thing works, because, it's just, granted, your friends can just text you.
Right.
But the hotel alias thing, theoretically, if somebody goes to the front of the, they give this secret name to the, they can get your room.
Exactly.
Do you have an old hotel alias you can give me?
I was using Bruce Wayne for a while.
Oh, nice.
I got to do classic Batman.
Should I assume your current one is sort of classic, old school TV, Hollywood kind of a thing, too?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. See,
that may have been too much.
Earlier in your career, you and a couple of buddies, this is how I heard it, bicycles. Maybe it was motorcycles, I don't know. But you're on a bike of some sort, cruising around, and you see the Black Eyed Peas video shoot. So you and your buddy Carlos,
yeah,
you sneak onto and you meet Fergie. Give me that story.
Yeah, Fergie, and then we actually went to meet her. So yeah,
And this is before you you didn't get in because you were famous. You just kind of snuck in. Or
yeah, we're on the Paramount lot, so you get to see a lot of people. We kind of like ventured all over and got into mischief pretty much any chance we could get. But yeah, we met Fergie, and then we also met her back in London, and it was awesome. Fergie, she's the sweetest. She nicknamed me Dimples, and she had these long nails. And she started rubbing the back of my head, just like massaging the back of my head with those nails, and I lost it.
Oh my God, that's a story. So
it's never bad. That's never bad when Fergie's massaging.
So this is slightly different than what I heard because you didn't sneak on. Like they knew you were Logan Henderson, and you
No, we did sneak onto that one.
You did,
yeah.
So you snuck on. She didn't know who you were, and you got massaged with Fergie's fingernails.
That came later, but yes.
I call that's a win, dude.
That is a win.
That is a win. We got some tour details that you just released this tour info.
Yeah, so we're just about to kind of hit the road for like a month, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hanging out with my friend Jake Miller. And I'm ready to see everybody. There's a lot of new music that I haven't released, so it's going to be awesome to kind of play it for everybody for the first time.
Before this thing, you guys got signed, same label and whatnot. You and Jake, you guys have known each other you've been around L.A. for a while, kind of hanging out.
Jake's an old friend. I knew him from back in the day, so yeah.
What about album? Give me some details. And then we're teasing some stuff on this Instagram live the other day, but what can you say about an album, or is it just a hush-hush?
You know my ridiculously long album title, Echoes of Departure and the Endless Street of Dreams.
Jesus!
But this is part 2. Say it 5 times faster. Dare you.
Echoes of Departure, Endless Dreams, part 7.
You did good.
Give it to me again.
So Echoes of Departure and the Endless Street of Dreams, and that'll be part 2. And Pull Me Deep is obviously on that, and then a whole list of other songs that people haven't heard yet.
Explain the title, because it sounds very concept album-ish.
Of
course,
it is.
So give me the why that title.
Well, so for my first solo project, it was all about kind of growth and kind of self-discovery. So it was really important for me to kind of be fluid in the studio. And I was having these reoccurring dreams and visions. I wasn't sure if I was going to release the music, but
like real dreams.
Yeah, actual dreams. Actual dreams.
Kidding.
And with all of them, it kind of led me to believe that I should really put the music out. And I think in order to find a sense of peace and solace with some of these relationships and other things like that, I was like, I need to put this music out.
True or false on this? I want to say you told me this story once, but I can't recall. You once in Hollywood riding a motorcycle, you crashed your motorcycle. And,
sad but true.
And you credit your leather jacket for saving your life. Is that part true?
Yeah, that was that Marc Jacobs leather jacket. It was like a bulletproof vest. That thing was so thick. I was like, I don't know what this is good for. It's like way too hot to be riding in LA, but that's came to me at the time that I needed it.
What happened? Give me the story, like the crash.
You know how LA is. People can't drive here. So somebody pulled out in front of me. I didn't want to go over the car, so I set the bike down, and I took a little spill, but I was wearing my helmet, and thank the good Lord that I'm still here.
And for people who are like super LA freaks, what street was it on?
Hollywood and Vine, I think.
How Hollywood is that? God.
It's like the worst place to go down. I was like right by the sushi spot. Everybody's looking at me. I'm like, man, I need to go grab some sushi just to get over this.
God, so you're over there by Katsuya?
Yeah, that's exactly where it was.
And the theater, what do you call it? The Pancakes Theater, right?
Yeah, it was a show for everybody.
Oh my God. Logan, this is one of my favorite questions to ask you. Psycho fan encounters. You have I know your fan base super well. They've been really nice to me. So big shouts to all Logan's fans and everything. But every now and then you have 1 or 2 fans, goes a little crazy, a little
Right.
Give me one of those stories.
I see a lot of these like lyrics tattooed on people, which is really cool. I love tattoos. I think it's such a great way to kind of express yourself. And when it's your lyrics, I mean, that's more meaningful than anything. But there was one time that a lady had gotten faces of us tattooed on her back.
Faces of like the
our
TV
faces.
God, and when you see this face,
yeah,
are you like, are you like, man, that looks? Are you like, I'm sure you say something like, wow, that's great.
Yeah,
but in your head you're thinking you're gonna regret that, or you're crazy, or what?
I don't know if the tattoo artist was completely on of what I look like, but you know what? I think it's cool regardless.
Did you look okay? How bad? How close? Was it terrible?
Interesting shading on the upper lip and like little details like that. But you know what? It's all good.
Oh my God! All right. Well, whoever this lady is, it looks great.
Love you.
Great on you. All right, Logan. True or false? You're a big foodie. You're a food fanatic.
That is also true.
All right. So
with the truth. This interview.
And I'm told you. Got to be keeping it all. We're legit here. You've been to almost all 3-star restaurants, like Michelin 3-star restaurants
Yeah,
in the U.S.
I started whenever we were on tour because, like, when you're on tour, you're like, I want to go see stuff that I don't usually get to see. So it was always about the restaurants and trying new food, and we're seeing new places for the first time. So yeah, I'm trying to like make my way and hit all the top restaurants in the U.S.
This is not, and everybody has their thing. Some people collect cars, jewelry, all this stuff,
Right.
This is not
I collect menus.
You collect menus.
Yeah.
This is not an inexpensive habit.
It's not, but you know what? It's we're here for once, like one time. So you gotta do it big.
Okay, I'll tell you. Once I'm a little bit of a foodie, but not like crazy like you.
I remember we had that Morton's dinner.
Yeah, we did.
That was some good stuff.
Oh my God, we ate like kings. Okay, I'll tell you. This happened by accident to me. Not by accident, but I didn't think it was going to be as much. Tell me the most you've spent at a restaurant, and I'll tell you mine.
Oh my God, that's rough.
I can go first if you want. It's embarrassing.
Okay, let's hear it.
And it was a couple. It was 4 of us, so 2 couples in France. A restaurant called Le Tour de Jante.
Is that like the joint?
Which I found out later is what they based Ratatouille on.
Ah, there we go.
And I couldn't. I don't speak French, and I see the wine menu, and I pick something kind of in the range. Like I want to. I'll go with that. And the waiter says, "We don't have that, but I'll find you something similar." And the prices in this book were like from low to, oh my God.
Yeah, you're like how similar, man?
Yeah. So at the end of the meal, he brings, and I don't know how much was the wine or whatnot, between 2 couples, $1,500.
Yeah.
Oh,
yep.
I was like,
it happens. No, I remember sometimes you get carried away and you don't know how much stuff costs. So a few $1,000s, that check will come back. You're like, ooh, that's what's going on.
God, so
sometimes you got to do it.
It's just one of them. Oh my God! All right, well now we know. Did you have some sticker shock when you first hit that kind of like, oh my God?
Yeah, every now and again. But you know what? I give it a little bit of wine in me, and then I'm like, it's all good.
It's only $4,000.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
I'm going to get you on my podcast soon.
Okay.
It's available on the iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get podcasts. It's called Paranormal-ish, all about the paranormal. I'm obsessed with this. I'm obsessed with ghosts.
I'm obsessed with it.
Yes, which is why this is my favorite chat we're going to have. Give me the broad strokes here, and you can get the grimy details on the podcast. But I'm told you have a real, no BS, real ghost encounter, Logan Henderson.
Real ghost encounter.
What happened?
So we were filming a movie in Vancouver. They have a little spot called Victoria Island, which is by itself, it's already kind of a weird little spot. Like Vancouver, it's dark, it's rainy, it's kind of dreary, and it's one of the most haunted places. And so they have this hotel that is, classic haunted hotel. They're like, this is the spot. And so we're staying here. And after we get done filming, we decide to go do a Ouija board.
Oh, that's all. What could possibly go wrong?
In one of the rooms, which if you're going to try that, do not try it. Do not try it. But Ouija board, we had talked to some type of spirit or entity, and I don't know. Should I just leave it at that?
What did you see at the end of the...
So the Ouija board speaking to us, and so it came out to be like we were been talking to someone who was hundreds of years old, and they basically said, "Don't talk to me anymore." Like it was like, you need to stop talking to me. Basically, it was dark. It was just very odd.
Did you see anything float, levitate?
The room had a really weird energy, and that floor, actually, that was supposed to be like the floor that stuff had happened on, and yeah, the lights, the whole thing.
All right, we'll leave it at that. The rest on the podcast.
Man, I'm getting heated just talking about it.
Goodness, great. All right, I love this. I don't know why I love this stuff so much. I'm a bad person, apparently. All right, a couple of true or falses, Logan. You're addicted to coffee, right?
Coffee is always good.
All right, you have a go-to?
You know what? I try to, like, Starbucks is fine. You can do that, all that. But whenever I'm on the road, I try to find like the small coffee shops.
Got it. All right. You snowboard every year to clear your mind?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, whenever I go up to the mountain, pretty much right around Christmas time, right around the holidays, and it's just a great way for me to kind of unwind and let everything go and kind of not think about anything.
True or false? Your mom was Demi Lovato's acting coach at one point.
My mom?
Your mom, was she her acting coach?
That is a false.
That is real. Okay, was she your acting coach?
No. Demi Lovato's mom. No, but I had coached actually Maddie on a couple of things. So Demi's sister, I had coached her on.
Oh, Dallas?
No, not Dallas. No.
Oh, Maddie. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Maddie. And so I had coached her. I think she's super talented.
Oh, you coached her?
I did, yeah, because we were all kind of in the same acting class. So it was more like you help people out.
Gotcha.
But she had been trying out for what was the wives thing? Desperate Housewives.
Oh, no
and
kidding.
She ended up booking that thing. She was so good on it.
And I'm sure the fact that you're coaching probably, yeah.
You know what? I don't want to stay humble, okay?
All right, let me.
She was good without
So
me.
your mom was not Demi's. Got that? You true or false? On stage once, you brought some pancakes out and you ate pancakes on stage.
That was recently, Billboard Hot 100.
Now, what? Give me that. Like, just was it the?
That was an early set time. I thought I was gonna have a little later set time, but they hit me on a Saturday right whenever I'm trying to like. That's when I wake up. I wake up late, eat like a big breakfast, and so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring the breakfast on stage. So they had me up there at 11 a.m. and I just was like, you know what? I had one of my guys bring me out like a big stack of IHOP pancakes. Had the syrup, had the butter. It was the whole deal.
Yeah, it sounds like a great. Would it mess with your vocals? All the molasses and
Yeah, it might have, but it tasted amazing.
That's all you. That's all you need to know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Logan, I got a 2-part question here.
Okay.
The good and the bad. Biggest crowd you've ever performed for, like the craziest, biggest crowd. Flip of that, have you ever been booed?
Never been booed. But it's not too late. We can always get that started at some point. The biggest crowd is either in Sao Paulo, is either in Brazil or Mexico. I think probably it's Mexico. What am I saying? We performed with Justin Bieber, and there was like 80,000 people there. So
when you're on stage in front of 80,000 people, what do you see? Or can you see anything really? Like the first 3 rows, maybe?
Yeah, just blurs of color. Just kind of like, it's hard to like make out faces because we're so far up on stage, but it's a wild experience.
When people say, "Hey, Logan was singing to me," like, "Hey, oh my God, I saw Logan in concert." I
absolutely was. And you.
That's true. Can you? So you make eye contact, with people in the front.
That's how I kind of stay grounded. Sometimes you're up on stage, and sometimes like if you're telling a story, I think sometimes it's to get connected again. I like to look at people because that's how you stay connected. By the eyes, man. It's all in the eyes.
Now, when I'm watching, like if I'm watching you perform, and I'll be like, because we've done some, shows in some small venues, and I'll sit like on the side of the stage, and if I see somebody look at me like you look at me when you're singing, I'll have to turn away because
Does it freak you out?
It kind of freaks me out, yeah. But
don't deny the connection, JoJo.
I'm looking at you right now.
Look at me right in the eyes.
All right, Logan Henderson's hanging out. Let's do a quick recap. I don't think we missed too much, did we?
Nah, I don't think so.
Pull me deep. You got to get on this track, or you're a bad person.
Absolutely,
terrible person. Tour, all the tour details. Go to your Twitter, your Instagram, all that. Get on them tickets. You're touring with Jake Miller, so look out for that.
Absolutely.
You had a ghost encounter. Where was the ghost encounter at?
Victoria, Canada.
And it was just like the creepiest. Do you have nightmares from what happened?
I just never want to play with a Ouija board ever again.
All right. So, yeah, he's going to be on my podcast, which is called Paranormal-ish. Check the iHeartRadio app or wherever you listen to your podcast because he's going to be on telling the whole thing. You're a foodie. You once spent every now and then you spend a little money on some serious food.
You get a little carried away.
Do you save the menus? You do save the menus, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if I guess, are you allowed to save menus in some of these 3-star restaurants?
Well, if you don't tell them, then yeah.
Fair point. What am I missing, man?
Oh, man, I don't know. Having a great time. A lot of new music coming soon, and all the love to the fans.
Any new tattoos?
There will be.
We got to get a tattoo. We've never got a tattoo
I already know the placement. I know what it's going to be.
Can you say, or is it like top secret for now?
You know what? Top secret. I'll come back in and show you when I got it done.
Done. That is Logan Henderson, you guys. Logan, at the end of every interview, fist bump to make it official. Give me a little...
Here we go.